Hey guys, this is Matt Wicker with Chatley Marine. Hope everybody's having a great day. Today we're going to take a look at one of the new boats from Sea Hunt, 2025 model 229 Ultra. For anyone not familiar with Sea Hunt boats, they are built in Columbia, South Carolina. They've been building boats since 1995, and they are the #1 selling boat, center console, 30 foot and under in the country, and have been for the last 20 years, and we at Chatley are proud to be their #1 dealer year after year. Before climbing in the boat, I want to go over some of the specs and standard features on the Ultra 229 for 2025. The 2025 Ultra 229 has a length of 22 foot 8 inches, a beam of 8 foot 6 inches, a draft of 13 inches, a fuel capacity of 84 gallons, a dry weight of 2,600 pounds, and a dead rise. They do a variable degree dead rise, so it's a 55 degree entry, 22 degrees at midship, and 18 degrees at the stern. And the dead rise, I want to point out the 55 degree entry, because that is something that sets this boat apart from other boats in this size range. Look at the flare of that boat, the Carolina Flare. It's going to throw the water way away from the boat. It's going to give you a very dry ride, comfortable, while still drafting only 13 inches. And then on to the standard features. That's another thing that sets Sea Hunt apart from the competition. Their boats are standard with more equipment than any other boat in this range. You know, a lot of the companies will have boat builders where you can go online and build your custom boat. Sea Hunt has that, but pretty much everything is standard. The boat's standard with a 9-inch Garmin. You can't upgrade to a 12-inch, but it's standard with a 943 XS, which has all the maps, cartography in there. It has a Garmin VHF radio, a JL audio stereo system, tilt steering, compass, raw water washdown, stainless steel prop is included, all the cushions, the bow backrest. So when you're comparing different models, make sure, because you're going to want all those things on your boat, and it's easy to start out at a boat that's a little bit less money, but by the time you finish, you've really racked up the cost of the boat. So make sure you're considering all the standard features. Moving on to the engines, the 229 Ultra is rated for up to 250 horsepower. Standard engine is a 150. 150 will do a fine job for some families, but here we recommend the 200. That's the recommended horsepower. It'll push the boat at 45 mile an hour. It's going to give you 5 miles to the gallon at 3,500 RPM, and that's about 25 mile an hour at 3,500 RPM. So you can go up to 250, 150 standard, 200 is kind of what we package ours with here. Climbing in the boat, first thing, we'll start at the bow. First thing you notice is the real spacious bow area. I'm 6 foot 260, and I can stretch out in the bow of the boat without my feet touching the front pad. And my wife can sit beside me same way. She can stretch out, our feet don't touch. Even looking in the brochures, you can kind of tell there's more room in the bow of a Sea Hunt than any competitor. In competitors' brochures, if you kind of take a quick notice, you'll see that there's models in the front with their knees bent and their legs are tucked all the way to the front cushion. So Sea Hunt, more room in the front than any of the competitors. You'll also notice the layout. They put a lot of thought in that with the recessed bow rails, cup holders in perfect locations on both sides. So they do a really good job with the bow area, plenty of room to move around in the bow. With the cushions removed, you've got a spacious bow fishing area, plenty of room to walk around, throw a cast net, stand up and fish off the bow. And you do have a 70-quart port side insulated storage compartment, as well as a 110-quart starboard side insulated fish box or storage area. And these boxes do drain overboard, so if you've got blood in there, it's going to run right out the side of the boat. It's not going to go down to the bilge and skunk up the bilge like some of the competitors' boats. So again, great storage area in the bow. You do notice the stainless steel gas assist shocks on the front boxes. Continuing to walk around the bow of the boat, you see the pull-up cleats, recessed stainless steel bow rail, stainless steel cup holders. You'll see the tow rail here, which is really nice. Kind of lets you feel where the edge of the boat is. Dual bow recessed cleats. We do recommend getting the trolling motor pre-wire on pretty much any boat that is available on from Sea Hunt. Plenty of room for your anchor locker down here, rope chain, and moving around. Again, just do a great job. Taking a look back at the console, you notice a very comfortable seat in front of the console, room enough for 2 people to sit there. And notice that there is a cooler underneath this cushion. It's 48 quart insulated cooler. I also want to point out while I'm right here that the stitching for the Sea Hunt logo is stitched in. It's not iron-on decal like some of the, they used to use that, and after about 3 or 4 years it would peel off, so that's a nice change. And the new upholstery just looks really good. They've done a great job with that. While I'm right here, I am going to point out something that they do that is just an extra touch. So you'll notice this is the cup holder right behind the bow backrest. And if you'll kind of notice right there beside the stereo speaker, if I can find it on the camera, there we go, you'll see 2 drain holes. So Sea Hunt goes the extra step and drains everything to the floor. A lot of companies, if it rains, the water will go right in that cup holder and run right into the bilge of the boat, and you're relying on the bilge to pump it out. Sea Hunt plumbs everything. So when it does rain, the water that goes in that cup holder will drain right out that hole there, and then it'll move to the back of the boat and run out right out the scupper. So if you're going to leave it on the lift or in the water, very, very good design. Keeps everything out of the bilge and just makes the boat safer. Moving towards the stern of the boat, you'll notice the pull-up cleats, full bolster pads that are standard, nice rod holders, again cup holders at the stern of the boat, perfectly located. They're known for their ultra bench back seat. Gives you plenty of space here to sit 3 or 4 people. And they did change a couple years back to the dual VIP seats. So these bucket seats are comfortable. They give lots of floor room, especially at the back. It just by pushing you farther towards the back of the boat, pushes your feet farther towards the stern and gives more walking room between the leaning post and the rear bench seat. So plenty of room here to work. With the cushions removed under the rear bench seat, the first thing you'll notice is the static hinges. These static hinges are awesome. They hold the lids up when you open them, so if you have small kids, they're not going to be slamming down on your fingers. Makes it really easy to access. Storage compartments to pull out buckets, nets, ropes, whatever you got in there. You'll notice starting at the port side, you've got a 5-gallon storage bucket. Great place for putting supplies, cast net bucket that lifts out, and you got access to your pumps and fittings. The 229, we do stock it with the freshwater system. Under the middle seat is your live well, and under the starboard side rear seat is access to your dual battery compartment. Sea Hunt is a standard, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. They're standard features. Standard with dual battery setup with a selector switch mounted on the wall. 2 speakers in the stern, 2 in the bow, and then if you do the hardtop option, you'll have 2 in the top. Very clean look, fit and finish. And again, with these, I like the way they changed these flush mount floor drains. In the past, those were the half moon shaped drains, and no matter how much you cleaned and wiped the boat, there was always water sitting there, and it would stain the boat and always leave a kind of a dirty finish. Alright, stepping outside the boat, continuing to look at the transom. Something you'll notice is the 4-step boarding ladder. That ladder makes it very easy to get in and out of the boat. A lot of the boats that we sell have a 2- or 3-step ladder, and the ladder is mounted higher on the transom, so getting in and out of the boat is a chore. On a Sea Hunt, no problem to easy climb up and down. So great job with Sea Hunt with that. Walk-through door, standard on all the Ultra series, makes it great for older individuals or clumsy people like me that forget to raise their leg and trip over things. And then on the starboard side, Sea Hunt was one of the first companies to offer the stern storage locker. So for if you're pulling up on a sandbar, of course you'll have a bow and a stern anchor. Great place to store your stern anchor without having to drag sand throughout the boat. Before we climb back in the boat, I just wanted to point out another thing that kind of sets Sea Hunt apart, and that is how wide their bottom is. I'm going to try to use my finger here, but if you were to look at a boat from here, chine to chine, Sea Hunts are wider than any other boat that I've seen in the same size range. And what that's going to do for you, it's going to make it a very stable boat. When you're up walking around, it's not going to rock and roll a whole lot. It's also going to make the boat feel wider inside. You got more interior room than if the boat came down at a real sharp angle like this, which is what some of our other boats that we stock do. So great job, Sea Hunt there. On the 229, you'll notice this boat does not have trim tabs. Trim tabs are a great option, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of offshore fishing. We're located in the middle of the state, so we have about half of our customers that go to the lake and half that go to the coast. And if you're going to be doing a lot of offshore fishing, trim tabs are something that I would probably recommend adding on the 229 if you're going to be using it a lot of salt water. Climbing back in the boat, taking a look at the leaning post. This is the standard leaning post in the 229. You got 4 rod holders. You have the leaning post, which is very comfortable with individual flip-up bolsters. Again, high quality upholstery, nice stitched in Sea Hunt logo, fold down footrest, and of course you have the optional room to slide a cooler under there, or add the cooler slide. Taking another look at the console, you'll notice the Sea Hunt embossed footrest there. You've got a storage glove box, and then the dual C-deck footrest, which is a nice feature. Something small, but families comment on that a lot. You might have a husband who wants to stand up and drive, and his wife might want to sit, and with him standing, you can't fold down that footrest. So if she wants to sit down, she can sit there, and then you've got a perfect place to put your feet. So something small they do that seems to be big with customers. I do like how they locate the steering wheel off to the left of the console. There are some competitors who put the steering wheel right in the very center, and it makes it uncomfortable for using the boat with your buddy. But great layout for the switch panel. Everything's well labeled. Great job there. MP3 port, USB port, 12-volt accessory port, and then it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 accessory switches on this boat. Boat is standard with a 9-inch Garmin. It's a 943 XS, so it's a high-end Garmin, higher-end Garmin. It's going to have all your built-in cartography, so it's freshwater, saltwater lakes. Freshwater lakes and saltwater cartography is going to be built into the unit. VHF radio again is included in the package in the canvas top. It'll be located up here with an antenna included also. Stereo included. C-deck mat. Compass is standard. Great place to put your phone, keys, stuff you don't want sliding around. So do a great job with their console. Taking a look inside the console. Seeing gives you a spacious console. They do have a shelf there where you can mount trolling motor batteries, chargers, anything you need. Those wires hanging out are for the trolling motor pre-wire. You got some storage up here and storage on the door. And the console is big enough. Again, I'm a pretty good sized guy, and you can't see me, but I'll climb down in here, and I can get inside the console. So it's plenty of room to put a porta potty. Got a nice rigging tube down here. Pull wires through the console. Easy access. Taking a quick look at the trailer that we package with the Sea Hunt boats. We do package ours with Wesco trailers. They're also made just outside of Columbia, South Carolina, right down the road from the Sea Hunt factory. But our trailers are an aluminum trailer, tandem axle, aluminum wheel upgrade, torsion axle upgrade, radial tires, LED lights, all welded, and they do come with disc brakes. Stepping back and taking a look at the tops, you can get the 229 Ultra with no top at all, with a bimini top, a canvas soft top, or a factory deluxe hard top. This particular boat is packaged with the more economical soft top, and we sell most of the boats this way. It's going to have a big hoop top. It's going to have a storage area behind the T-top where you can put your life jackets, throw cushions, flares, kind of free up some of the other storage. It's got 6 rod holders. It's got an LED light in the stern and an LED light in the front. And it does come packaged with a spray shield or spray curtain. So if you're using the boat in the fall or colder weather, kind of break some of that wind off of you. It does have a fiberglass electronics box with a breaker panel in there, or excuse me, a fuse block. So if you want to add additional accessories at a later date, you can. Of course, you can choose to get the boat with Sea Hunt's factory top. Of course, this has got a glass enclosed hard top. The 229 would not have that. It would be a very similar looking hard top. Again, one last look at the 2025 Sea Hunt Ultra 229. If you're in the market for a new Sea Hunt, before you make a buying decision, please give me a call, 919-775-7259. Ask for Matt Wicker. Again, 919-775-7259. and ask for Matt Wicker. We are the largest sea hunt dealer in the country. We've got some really good incentives with aggressive pricing. Yamaha's got some promotions. So love to help you out, answer any questions you may have, and work hard to earn your business. Thanks for watching.